Within this video, I'm gonna sit in this chair and tell you my story about how buying this camper van changed my life. Enjoy the video, guys. So, where do we start? Well, how about let's start with buying a camper van. Well, how about no? How about start with something else, and that is change your mindset. Well, what do you mean start with changing your mindset? Well, before I bought this caravan, I kinda changed my mindset first because I thought, what do I actually want to achieve with buying this camper van? And the answer to that was, in the weekends, I actually just wanted to escape my 9 to 5, escape the area that I live, and just, go out in the nature and just recharge my own battery. Well, yeah, okay, we all want that, but what specifically changed your mind? Well, the one thing that I had to change was if I wanted to go out in the weekends and just connect more with nature, was like handing in some luxurious things on one side and then just gaining something else in the other side. And what I mean with that is within a camper van or a van, you have to make sure that everything is arranged. Like in a camper van or in a motorhome or in a van, you do not have an unlimited amount of water with you. You got to make sure that in the winter days you have something for heating, and in the summer days you have air conditioning, which in an apartment or in a hotel you never have to worry about. Yeah, but what really makes a difference about going in the weekends off with your camper van, going to a mountainside, sleeping next to the beach, or just going to an off-grid location like this, compared to staying in a hotel or in an apartment and just go out for the day and just come back in the evening? Well, I think that's the one big thing, that if you are with your camper van, with your van, or even with a tent, you go out camping, you are more attached to nature. You just go outside, sit on a chair, and just see what happens, You're just embracing the whole of the nature. The wind that goes to the trees, the birds that fly around. You can literally see the sunset and then just see how all the colors change in the air and all these kind of stuff that all seem so normal, but actually you forget about this when going back to your hotel or going back to your apartment. I mean, sometimes you will sit on the balcony and have this for 1 or 2 nights, but what difference does it really make with going out with your camper van in the weekends or just staying in your apartment or in your hotel on vacation? Well, I think it's the small things. I think it's the just going out, trying to discover new places, driving up a hillside or next to a beach or an off-grid location like this one, and just spend the night there and just, sit outside of your van and just be part of nature and just sit on your chair and just embrace everything that's around you. And then, you just feel so alive. At least that's what does it for me, And it's just also maybe an escape from your 9 to 5 and just your regular area where you spend the whole week. Having another evening than just spending your whole evening in front of the television or just sitting behind your laptop. Literally, the times that I go out with my camper van, I embrace so many things about nature and just, even when the sunset and you just look at the skies and you see all these colors changing, and later in the evening you can just go outside, look at the stars and just clear your mind and just be and live in the moment right there. Yeah, but I can also do that when I stay in an apartment or in a hotel. Well, yes, but also no, because it's the small things that makes a difference. It's waking up on a hillside and you just open up your window and then literally you already feel so connected with nature, and you can just wake up so easily and just have such a relaxful morning. And you don't have to deal with packing all your stuff before going into the nature and going on a hike. Make sure you don't forget anything, dealing with traffic, finding a parking space at all these places. because you're already there, you know? You just spend the night before and you can just start your day immediately with nature and immediately clearing your mind and just waking up on a different area than that you've been the whole week. And yeah, these are the small things that literally made, for me, at least a difference. Extend that feeling that you have when you're out in the nature for like 1 or 2 days that you just off and go out camping. And whenever you have to go to work again, you just go back and then literally my battery is charged because I just went off and spent the whole weekend in nature and get some nice peace of mind. Well, yeah, easy talk. You already got your camper van. Well, yes, I understand. But what I'm trying to say is, like, even though before I had the camper van, I would just still go out in the evening and just have a long walk and just, you know, see the sunset. Just try to be off your phone. Just really try to connect with the moment of being and just the moment that you're living and looking at the colors in the sky and just feeling so alive. And you can also do that before having a camper van. Go outside, catch some fresh air and just, you know, clear your mind. Okay, so I don't have to buy a camper van. Well, no, you don't have to buy a camper van, but the only difference that the camper van gives me is that I can extend that feeling of that being in the nature and just clearing my mind. Like, you can also do it with just, like I said, go for a walk or, you know, just go for a drive in your car or even if it's on a bicycle and, you know, just escape the area that you live and that you spend the whole week and try to, yeah, to embrace nature and just try to be offline for a minute, you know? And that's basically what I tried to tell you with this video, is that it's not just the camper van that changed my life. It's literally my mindset and just to go out in the nature, recharge your own battery and clear your mind. And yeah, this camper van is just an extension of that, but it's literally not necessary. And with that being said, guys, I'm gonna end up the video. And this was just basically my story and my reason why I bought this camper van. And yes, did it really change my life? Yes, it did. Even though most of it's all in your mind. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you in one of my next adventures. Peace, guys.